Frosty and head over to easymutt.com for the cheapest mutt coins on the market. And when I say cheapest, I mean it. We're talking 1 million coins for around $40. Use code DIRECTOR for 5% off. Action. Yo, what up, brothers? It's the Director. Surprise, surprise, Thursday night stream. What? Thursday afternoon stream. Super excited, guys. I got looking at the schedule, right? And I wanted to make sure that this series ended before the season started. In order to do that, we needed to put in at least 2 Thursday night games. Our real Thursday night game is versus the Kansas City Chiefs, I think in week 15. I decided to bump this one up to Thursday. We're still going to have a stream on Sunday versus the New England Patriots. That, of course, week, I think 7's our bye week. So we're going to skip that, and I think that's all going to help us end this series right before the Sunday before Chargers kickoff. So super exciting. Welcome to the stream, guys. What are we at? Week like 6? Let me actually take a look. Like week 6 versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Chargers at this point are 2-3. Should be a very exciting one today. If you guys are watching this on the replay, hey, I'll still be here on Sunday. Sorry you guys missed a surprise stream. Also in today's stream, I'm going to be revealing the new giveaway that we've got coming up. Brand new items you guys saw last week. The first sneak peek. I did just get the new item in yesterday to complete that one. And then the last thing we got to do is let the members know which one that they want to go to the members and which one goes to the subscribers. So let's get some shout outs in the building. First off, we got Richie Lloyd in here, Gilbert Diaz, what's going on? Joshua Magnon, Korlak, oh hey Mark, Jacob Havenstadt, Carlos Chargers, Hugo, what's going on, man? We got a lot of peeps in here. Forgotten Lolcow, Home Skillet, good to see everybody in the building today. Yeah, surprise. You know what? Let's get the fun stuff done first here at the top of the stream, right? You guys ready to see the new giveaway item? Of course, I'll show you guys the one we showed in the last stream first. Put the number in the chat if you remember whose ball this is. Signed NFL ball right here. Whose ball is this? You guys put it in the comment section below. Of course, we're going to reveal the signature now. The first item we are giving away is a Joey Bosa signed ball. Very exciting. This is the first time we've ever given away this sort of thing on the channel. Very excited. Of course, again, we're going to ask some members which ones they want. Here comes the second item. Are you guys ready? Here's the second item that's going to be up for grabs here very soon. I'm going to set up the links and all that in the next couple of days. Here we go. I'm gonna like peek the corner for just a second. It's the first white jersey we're giving away. Ho ho! Any guesses? I'll peek the corner here a little bit more. I see an S. I see an S. What else do we? What SE? SE? Can you get? Oh my goodness! You guys, Mike Williams. I'm seeing in the chat. Mike Williams. No, it's not a Herbert. It ends with an SE. Who is it? Oh, we got a T in there. Oh, I think we got it. I think our boy Nick Byard's got it right there, man. This is a signed Antonio Gates white jersey giveaway. Let's see, where's the signature? Right there on the side right there. Boom. Signed Antonio Gates jersey right here. This is going to be part of the giveaway. Again, I'm going to post both these items in the community section with the poll for our members. If you're part of my crew, you guys get to decide, do you want the Joey Bosa signed ball or the signed Antonio Gates jersey? The other item's going to be going to all of our subscribers. I'll be making a link, very easy to enter in that state right there. So yeah, there's the items right there, guys. Super excited. We'll be revealing the link and the time that it's going to be active here in the next couple of days. Very exciting. Yeah, we got, finally, man, I've been trying to get an Antonio Gates to you guys for a while. Finally able to get my hands on one. Very excited. The guy who played basketball then football. Yeah, dude, totally. The GOAT, the undrafted best player of all time. Super excited to see that go to a good home. Members want the football. You want the Gates jersey? We'll have to wait and see, man. Wait and see what the members decide to do. Notice, thank you. I've noticed that too. Thank you so much, sir. All right, guys. With that, as always, we're going to be running a sponsored ad at the beginning, or I should say in the middle of this stream. Actually, I got to go update something here real quick. Can I still do it? Yes. Okay. By our sponsors, Manscaped. But today we do have the Baltimore Ravens versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Again, a lot kind of riding on this game. Halfway through the season, we're what? 2-3. So if we want to go into our bye week in week 7, we've got to grab the dub right now. And the Baltimore Ravens on the road is going to be a pretty tough cookie to crack. So in the comment section or in the chat, let me know what you guys think the score is going to be as we kick this game off. I'm pretty sure I got everything locked in. Again, we have Josh Palmer in there, wide receiver 3. I did put Joshua Kelly in there at power back, so hopefully that helps us in those short yard conversions. Here we go, guys. The Chargers versus the Baltimore Ravens, are at Baltimore Ravens. Again, last week, very exciting game. The Chargers were able to take down the Cleveland Browns, a hugely tough opponent, and it feels like the Chargers are gaining some momentum. Can we make it 3 wins back to back to back? I sure hope so, man. This would be an awesome scenario, too, for the Chargers going into the bye week in real life, too. Very tough first 6 opponents of the 2021 season. If we can get away even, I'd be happy with that. Of course, I'm hoping for 6-0, but 3-3 wouldn't be bad as the schedule does soften up a little bit through the mid part of the season. Made it for a sim game. Nice, man. Good to see you. Fantastic. When the director shouts you out, it's got to be a member now. Yeah, sure, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you guys want to be a member, I had some people asking me questions in the comment section last video how to become a member. There is a link in the description, but I do believe it's still easier to do it on a computer. I think on the phone it's a little more difficult. You had to load the desktop site or something like that from like Google Chrome. I don't know why they don't make it easier, but that's the way to do it at this point. I'm seeing a 25-17 from Jacob Havenstadt. Ginger Man says 24-17. Lots of people say 24-17. I would say that's a pretty safe range right there. Lamar Jackson and company. Again, going to be tough for this Chargers team to stop, but the Chargers defense last week were the heroes of that game, forcing plenty of turnovers, giving Justin Herbert and company plenty of opportunities to gain the lead. And the Chargers, at the early part of the game last week versus the Cleveland Browns, closed a 21-point deficit, which definitely helped in that victory in the second half. Here we go, guys. The Chargers at the Baltimore Ravens. Of course, I can't wait to get that animation updated to Coach Brandon Staley. But till then, man, Madden 22 is around the corner. I think something like 40 days away. Maybe we'll update the series over to Madden 22 once that does come out. We'll have to wait and see. Jacob says, question, what do you think is going to happen in the Chargers? Well, the Chargers are going to go far this year, man. I feel it. I don't like to be too assumptuous on the channel because, of course, you can go back and take a look, and maybe I don't want to get people's hopes up too much, but I do have a lot of faith in the Chargers. I feel like we're definitely a playoff contender this season for sure. And then realistically, I think the Chargers in this window of opportunity with Justin Herbert's contract should be Super Bowl contenders here in the next couple of seasons. But you never know, man. Football's fun. I'm very excited. I'm always going to be optimistic. I realized at an early age that I was probably going to be the hype guy, so I'm going to try and play that angle as best as possible. Keep people excited about football, man. If you're not excited to be a Chargers fan, if you're not having fun with it, then what's the point? And I think that's definitely where this channel likes to step in. Hyped for this matchup. It should be good, man. Reminiscent of that matchup in the playoff game versus the Baltimore Ravens. Chenna Nwosu highlight play of his career right there. Baltimore Ravens do receive. They are going to kick things off here on offense. He hands it off to number 27 there, Joey Bosa, trying to short it up. 4 yards for J.K. Dobbins right there of the Baltimore Ravens. The Chargers run defense in real life, I would say, in this game as well. Going to have to clutch up. The Ravens love to run the football, even with Lamar Jackson. The Chargers at this point, I would say, be very wise to spy a Derwin James or a Kenneth Murray whenever possible. Keep Lamar Jackson inside the pocket, quarterback contain, get after him on the ground. Here comes another running back here, number 35. That's Gus Edwards, -1 yard. Jerry Tillery with a stop right there, tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Jerry Tillery's been on and off this season. He's been better than we've seen in seasons past. He does have a lot to live up to this year as well, but that's a pretty good start right there. Couple of sacks on the season with a tackle behind the line of scrimmage right there. So we got ourselves a super chat coming in from Envy Talent, who says, Caught me flat-footed. Let's go, Bolt. Let's go, sir. Yes, surprise stream coming in here for Thursday. It's going to help us round out this series and get everything wrapped up before the actual season starts. Isn't that crazy? By the time this series ends, the Chargers will be kicking off in real life. The Baltimore Ravens are going to pick up a first down right there to number 10. I think Sammy Watkins was the new guy that they brought in, as well as Rashad Bateman, of course, rookie out of the 2021 draft. Very excited to see how the Baltimore Ravens and these new wide receivers shake out. But I think if I'm the Baltimore Ravens, I would have gone all in on maybe a bigger name wide receiver. I think Bateman has a lot of potential, but I'm talking in like free agency. The moment that Julio Jones was available, the Baltimore Ravens should have been moving money around, moving assets around, get him on that team, because I really feel like that's the biggest thing they lack is a true number one wide receiver. Are you going to do another Sim Sunday as well, or does this count for Sunday? We are going to be back on Sunday with the Chargers versus the New England Patriots. Lamar Jackson is loose. He's going to pick up a first down right there. Had he kept running on that slant, that might have been going for a lot longer. But Derwin James right there to wrap him up. Lucky for us. The Baltimore Ravens are driving. They are on the Chargers side of the field, 39-yard line. Love the grind. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. It's the offseason. I'm not going to lie to you guys. YouTube on the offseason, if you have an NFL channel, very, very tough to stay afloat. And, of course, you guys know I started this full-time last year. We got to put in the work, man. We got to put in. I don't want to overbear you guys with a bunch of videos that maybe aren't too necessary, but I'm going to try and make sure you guys are engaged every step of the way this offseason. Keep Chargers on the mind as we wait for kickoff this September. First and 10, Gus Edwards going to take it for a couple of yards right there. Second and 8 for the Baltimore Ravens. Are we going to do another sim? Yeah, yes, we are. What do you think? Who do you think is getting re-signed next year with big money? Well, for the Chargers, of course, we do have Derwin James on his 5th year. Uchenna Nwosu is going to be one of those guys, as well as Mike Williams, that may be looking at a larger contract going to next season. Lamar Jackson on the fake is going to take off, and he once again is going to pick up around 7 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Tag Derwin. Yeah, Derwin's already tagged, man. Derwin's good. Derwin's good until next season, but I do expect them to maybe extend him at the later part of the year, if not into the early part of next offseason. They got to keep him on this team, but I'm sure they're trying to see how his bounce back comes in from injury. Lamar Jackson, once again, on his legs with his feet, picks up another first down. The Chargers, if I'm them, I'd be wise to play Derwin James a little closer to the line of scrimmage, keep Lamar Jackson in check, make sure he's not escaping the pocket as frequently. Those quarterback option plays definitely drilling a hole through this Chargers defensive line. What's going on, Manny? Good to see you. Yeah, we got a lot of people in here, man. I wasn't really expecting this much of a turnout on a Thursday night, especially a surprise Thursday night game. But you guys showed up, man. The Chargers need to take down these Baltimore Ravens in order to go into the bye week even at 3-3. Sad reality is if Derwin gets hurt again, yeah, I don't even want to entertain that thought at this point, man. Derwin, one of my favorite players, one of the biggest difference makers in the NFL. As Derwin James comes in there, speaking of the devil, his ears were burning. Derwin James gets in there for the sack. Playing inside the box. That's what I'm talking about, man. Play him underneath, put him in check with Lamar Jackson, and good things are going to happen. For this game specifically, the only moves I made was Joshua Kelly at power back and Derwin James at sub linebacker. I felt it was going to be very important for him to play closer to the line of scrimmage, and there he is in a nickel package, getting to Lamar Jackson for a sack. Let's go. 33's in the chat, baby. Let's go. James and Samuel, scary duo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm very excited to see that duo match up in real life. Absolutely, Manny. Saw the Raiders fans on Twitter celebrating about Gus hiring. We'll see what we'll check back in with them in week 9 or something. Here comes the Ravens, and it is complete. Still gonna be a 3rd and long. That's the target of Rashad Bateman, likely their featured wide receiver. A lot of people say Sammy Watkins is gonna be that guy. The last thing I heard from Baltimore Ravens camp is that Sammy Watkins is the best wide receiver in practice right now. Kind of insane. Probably not a good sign. You want to see more out of Rashad Bateman. But at the same time, man, Watkins a talented receiver if he can stay healthy as well. Talk about being on schedule. Yes, sir. Here comes Lamar Jackson again with his feet. There's going to be a 3rd and long. He's not going to make it. That's K9 Kenneth Murray with the stop, and the Chargers do force a stop here at the 18-yard line, force a field goal more than likely, and the Chargers will have their first opportunity on offense upcoming shortly. Who's a big free agent signing that you're looking for the Bolts to sign? That's actually a video that I'm hoping to do very, very soon. The 2022 free agent pool, I was hoping to be a little bit more impressive. There are some pretty big names that the Chargers can target with their large cap space, but a lot of the big names I do fully expect to get re-signed. One of the biggest ones I was hoping for next season was Ryan Ramczyk, right tackle out of New Orleans. He just got signed to a monster contract, I think the largest tackle contract in the NFL. And he's going to be off the table for the Chargers in free agency next season. In that special teams play field goal, Jerry Tillery does go down. Something about Chargers Madden Sim every single week dictates that a Charger will go down to injury in the first drive. I don't know why. It sucks. We've lost really talented players, usually for the first half of the game. This week it's going to be Jerry Tillery, who already did put in a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle for loss. Chargers got to pull out the checkbook next year. Yeah, we're going to take a look at those 2022 free agents, get an early look at them very soon. That is a video I do plan on putting out early next week, so keep an eye out for that. Definitely after the Sim Sunday versus the New England Patriots. So after New England Patriots, we're going to have another Thursday night game versus the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 15. After that, we will be back on schedule. And this series will wrap up just before Chargers kickoff. How insane is that, guys? I like that we did this series. It really does give us something to do and watch and experience as we're waiting for Chargers football to kick off. Gives us a nice little sneak peek of what's to expect in the actual season to come. But yeah, kind of crazy to think when this wraps up, Chargers football is going to be kicking off IRL. Eddie, what's going on, man? He says, Director, can Murray and Tranquil be capable of being the next Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman combo? That would be truly insane. As the Chargers, on their first offensive snap, chucks it over to Jared Cook and it gets swatted away. That duo, I think a lot does ride on this brand new defensive scheme. Of course, we're talking in 3-4. Your middle linebackers are going to be called upon a lot. You've got to have some competency in that position. I do feel like Drew Tranquil is that kind of guy we've been waiting to see come back. He's going to be a big part of that defense. Kenneth Murray could be the next big thing at linebacker in this league too. Chargers sling it over to Keenan Allen, who had a fantastic week last week versus the Cleveland Browns. We gave him the game ball at the end of that week. Picks up another first down right there. The Chargers need to get moving on offense. Of course, this Baltimore Ravens defense pretty stout. We want to watch out for the defense to heat up here. I don't want to see any turnovers. That's one big thing that we're worried about with Justin Herbert last week. He definitely threw some shady balls out there, but luckily didn't get anything picked off. He's going to check it down there to Jared Cook, who's going to run up and pick up about 15 yards in that play. Hey, Director, how do you feel about maybe signing Malik Hooker so Staley can have 3 safety look and add depth? I'm all about the Chargers grabbing more DBs. When Brandon Staley kind of explained the defense for the first time in one of his early interviews, he explained that a lot of these players aren't going to be using your typical or standard or stereotypical position names like outside linebacker, cornerback, safety. You can almost simplify that down to like defensive back, edge, defensive line, stuff like that, just because of how he likes to move his players around. So if the Chargers elect to go out and pick up a defensive back, I would actually be thinking about putting that guy at safety, almost a positionless player like Derwin James and even Chris Harris Jr. this season. Chargers on 2nd and 5. Here comes Austin Eckler with the completed catch right there. It's going to be a 3rd and short. Gingerman says, been loving all this Chargers content. You're the official Chargers hype man. I'll be going to the Chargers-Steelers game. Hopefully you can make it out to a game. Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping you guys in the loop if I'm able to make it out to a game this season, so we can definitely hang out and get a meet and greet. Hype for the video. Thanks for the response. No worries, man. Thank you for being here. 3rd and 2. The Chargers are going to try and run it with Austin Eckler, who's not going to make it. He's going to come up just short. Not able to find the lane there. 4th and inches at the 36-yard line. Chargers at this point maybe decide to kick it away. Malik Hooker or Marcus Williams next year. Malik Hooker would be a good option for this season. Next season, maybe while we're doing this game, I'll take a look at some of the free agents. We did do this last week as well, but that's a big question that's been getting asked a lot by the Chargers fans. Who's going to be available for the Chargers to pick up with all that money next season? I'm not quite sure, guys. The more I look into it, the more I'm wondering who we would decide to like drop that kind of money on. Maybe again, corner is going to be a really big concern for the Chargers next season. And here we go. The Chargers are going to try and elect to take a field goal here at the 36-yard line. Can Money Badger do it? Here comes Money Badger with a 36-yard, and it is good. Money Badger, at least for that drive, maintains the nickname of Money Badger. As I was saying with the free agents next season, guys, the Chargers at that point, you can predict that their weaknesses might come down to wide receiver if Mike Williams does leave, which I'm hoping he does, and I'm hoping he has a fantastic season and gets extended. And then cornerback, Chris Harris Jr. is getting a little bit older. The Chargers are going to have a vacancy at corner for sure. And then it's also, if Nasir Adderley does struggle this season, we're going to be looking for a free safety. So I would say defensive back, probably number one, then maybe wide receiver. You could even call maybe like halfback, offensive line. Still, defensive line's going to be a big one too. If we don't find like something in Nwosu, edge is going to be a very high priority for the Chargers as well. Let me go ahead and get this list updated. I'll start shooting off some names to you guys. Let's go all statuses 2022. The Chargers Ravens tied up in the first quarter. 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter. We are tied at 3. Badgley made a field goal. There we are, man. Money Badger at least for that drive. I'm commuting to the games from Sacramento. Wow, still have season tickets. Good on you, man, Ross. That is a superhero in this chat right there, man. Making the commute, supporting the Chargers in their stadium there at SoFi. What I missed? John Gooch, what's going on, man? Hey, John Gooch, I saw your comment this morning, and we got the credits updated, so you, sir, will be at the end credits of this video today and going forward. Thank you again so much for your support, man. And, John, if you missed it, I'll show it again here in a minute. We revealed our second item that we're giving away. You, the members, will get to decide which one you want out of the two, and then we're going to start setting everything up for the giveaway in the next couple of days. Should be ready by the next Sim Sunday, which is this Sunday versus the New England Patriots. Christopher Dingley says, love the content director. I'm so hyped to go to my first Chargers game in Kansas City in September since I went to St. Louis in like 2010. Nice, man. Have fun, man. Soak it up. Soak it in. That's going to be a really good game for the Chargers in Kansas City. Wow, dude. In Kansas City, that's going to be pretty tough, man. That crowd is pretty rough. Not saying that it won't be pleasant to watch, but, man, that stadium is kind of crazy. As far as I hear, I've never been to a game in Kansas City. Here come the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's going to try and take off, and that's the combo you want to see in real life. K9 Kenneth Murray gets in there for the stop. He's got the speed. He's got the shiftiness to keep up with Lamar Jackson behind the line of scrimmage. Make sure he can't take away for any yards. Envy Talent's coming right back in here with the $5 holla. Says, hey, do you think the Chargers will be able to finally have good special teams? I haven't heard much talked directed that way. Yes, the Chargers special teams, I think the reason you're not hearing a lot about it right now is because we haven't quite seen or received too much information as Lamar Jackson takes off for a first down. As far as the new defensive coordinator, or I should say special teams coordinator in Darius, what's his name? Swinton, I think his name is. We've heard one, I think, press conference out of him, and it sounds like they're going to try and up their game, but I think a lot of it does come down to the personnel that they've got in the special teams unit. The Chargers did draft a lot of guys that could fill some of those positions in special teams this year. So based on that, I can definitely expect the special teams unit to improve, but a lot of that also rides on Michael Badgley. The kicking game, the kicking competition between him and a couple other guys in camp right now, a lot rides on that this offseason. Lamar Jackson now has Truz. Got to watch out for him. He's going to check it down to Gus the Butts, I think, and it's going to pick up another first down. The Ravens are moving. The Chargers struggling to keep up at this point in the game. 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Yeah, I got you, Ross. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. Yeah, it's tough. This time of year, super, super tough to keep up with the NFL YouTube channel, but so far you guys have been showing up. It's been a good time. Did you see what Davante Adams said about playing with Derek Carr? I did. So the Chargers and the Raiders and the Packers at this point, contenders to grab Davante Adams, but it sounds like Davante Adams is about to get a nice fat contract from Green Bay, so maybe we don't have to worry too much about him going to Las Vegas. Hey, if Madden 22 comes out early, will you restart the series with the new rosters and updated gameplay? If we do switch to Madden 22, which we might, it comes out in like about a month and a half, we might switch over to Madden 22, but just pick up where we left off. Because if we restart at that point of the season, we're not going to finish before actual kickoff begins. Lamar Jackson, 2nd and 7, is going to check it down. Lots of checkdowns out there. Might be wise to throw some guys out there in the flat. Lieutenant Nwosu is able to wrap him up. It's a 3rd and 6. Lonely Chargers fans from Maine. Well, me and my daughter. Yeah, man, it's tough, dude. I'm in the same boat as you guys. That's why I started this channel. No Chargers fans, at least very limited Chargers fans where I'm at. And it's really nice to be able to get that out, find a community of Chargers fans that can talk about it, even though we are not in a place where there's a ton of fans to chit-chat about it with. And I talk my ears. I think that's one big thing why I started this channel too. I would talk my wife's ear off about the Chargers every day. And I love my wife, and she loves me, and she loves that I love the Chargers, and she loves the Chargers in her own way too. But she was like, okay. And I was like, finally, I was like, dude, I need to be able to like get all of this out. And I found this awesome community here on YouTube. You guys really showed up in droves. I'm very, very happy that this community was formed so quickly. And now we've got an awesome place to talk bolts and get hyped. I think that's the biggest thing I was looking for. Get hyped about the Chargers, because I don't feel like there's enough hype around the Chargers due to a lot of things that have changed over the past couple of seasons. Now the hype is back for me, and I'm very grateful for you guys here on the channel. As the first quarter winds down, the Ravens are threatening in the red zone. The Chargers struggling to find any sort of tempo on defense. Of course, the Ravens offense, very, very high tempo, very fast. Got to keep up there. Beat the Ravens last night on Madden. Nice, dude. Yeah, we will switch. I'm thinking, yeah, as soon as Madden 22 comes out, we're probably going to switch and pick up where we left off. So that should be in like week 12, something like that. We're in week 6 right now. Actually, it'd be later than that. Here comes Lamar Jackson, Truz, and he's going to be down to the 2-yard line. Lamar Jackson, 7 rushes for 58 yards. The Chargers need to play a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage as far as their safeties, their DBs. Keep up with Lamar Jackson. I feel like he's been running all over the Chargers this game. This is one of the more unique situations the Chargers have faced this year so far, trying to contain a mobile quarterback that really their playbook is structured to let him loose. Chargers need to find a way to keep him contained. Chargers fan, I feel, oh yeah, man, but we're all here now, man. That's a great part about this community. We're all here now. Do you think the Chargers gave up on Joshua Kelly too soon in his rookie year? Yeah, not really. Here comes Lamar Jackson. He's going to be carried into the end zone by Drew Tranquill. Touchdown, Ravens. I don't think we gave up on him. I just think that it's kind of like, you know, best player available sort of situation. Like, he was really struggling to hold on to the ball. The next man stood up, and it was kind of, you know, in the history books from there. I think this season, if I'm the Chargers, I'm giving him all the opportunity in the world to earn that role with the Chargers. Of course, in front of him, I do expect to see Justin Jackson, then Joshua Kelly, and then maybe Roundtree. But Joshua Kelly, I see a lot of potential in him to be a really nice power back for those Chargers, like those instances where we need to like a 3rd and 1, 3rd and short, goal line situations. I think he can get the opportunity to earn that, but he really, really needs to figure out how to hold on to the ball. Not too many turnovers last year, but the turnovers, when they did happen, completely flipped the game on its head. That's what we're trying to emphasize, I think, with Joshua Kelly. Hold on to the ball in those critical moments in that game. Someone explain how I'm friends with the Raiders and Chiefs fans. I'll tell you why I'm friends with, I think, 2 Raiders fans. One of them I met in my youth, right? We went to the same elementary school together, and neither one of us were NFL fans. I think he was kind of, you know, on the border of it because we wanted to play football, even Pee-wee football and stuff like that. But I grew up with him. My best friend, McKay, what's going on, man? I say hi to him every other stream or whatever. And when we grew up, he was between 2 teams, the Buccaneers and the Raiders. And I'll give you a wild guess why. Maybe the Pirates. Maybe the jerseys, I don't know, but he landed on the Raiders. He's been a super loyal fan since, but that definitely shook things up when I got into football, and I was like, man, I got some San Diego connections. I gotta definitely be a Chargers fan, because as soon as I started watching football, I knew who my team was going to be. I was like, yeah, this is it. Like, if San Diego, they've got a team, they're awesome. I love, like, even at the time, I was like, they got the best jerseys in the NFL. They got LT, who was exploding, and I was very excited. Like, that was one of the reasons I started watching football was LT, and that caused a unique friendship growing up for a long time. 1st and 10, Chargers. He's going to sling it down there to Mike Williams. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, guys. This wide receiver core, just, I don't know. I know it's Madden, and you shouldn't look too far deep into Madden, but this wide receiver core has been absolutely stellar this season. If it's not Mike Williams getting open, making plays, it's going to be Keenan Allen. When both of them are maybe unavailable, it's been Joshua Palmer. Josh Palmtree's making plays, especially in those clutch situations where we need a first down. Here comes Austin Eckler on the screen, and that's what you like to see. I want to see more of that. We haven't seen a lot of successful screens from the Chargers this season. Finally, Austin Eckler gets let loose. I want to see more plays with him in the passing game, in the receiving game. He hasn't been very effective on the ground so far this season, but I want to see, we have the talented Austin Eckler on this roster. We need to get him more involved. Super chat coming in from Ross Ackerman says, hope to see y'all September 19th, section 509. Let's go, baby. Let's go. In that play, Austin Eckler is going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage for a massive, massive loss. And the Chargers now facing 2nd and 11. Thank you so much for the super chat there, Ross. Appreciate it. Paul says, Director, if Nwosu leaves next year, are you confident with Chris Rumph lining up opposite side of Joey Bosa? Chris Rumph is a TBD kind of player, to be determined. If he gets some opportunities to make a play this season, I think that's kind of like his tryout this year with the Chargers, right? If he gets some opportunities to make something happen and he makes the most of those opportunities, if Nwosu leaves next season, then maybe we can start thinking about that. As Austin Eckler gets loose, it's going to be a 3rd and short. However, if Nwosu doesn't step up and he does get let go, and Rumph, to me, at this point, until I see more, it feels more like he's an Isaac Rochelle sort of player. He's going to be very serviceable in those rotations and in the event somebody goes down. But as far as a potential starter, it's there, but I would lean more towards the Rochelle role. Chargers on 3rd and inches, and it's going to be Austin Eckler with the first down. Next season, if it doesn't pan out, the Chargers, I would certainly say in the first round, will probably be targeting an edge player. It'd probably be between edge and corner next season. If that's like the worst case scenario if both of them don't pan out. I think realistically at this point, I think I have a lot of faith in Nwosu. If anything were to happen, if I'm putting money down on it, I would say that Uchenna Nwosu is going to grab onto that role, shine, and develop into like a pretty nasty edge defender, and he'll be the guy that gets extended next year, and then the Chargers have their guy. But again, if that doesn't happen, I would expect the Chargers to be on the lookout for an edge next season. Tyron Johnson and Guyton so underrated? I would say so, yeah. Definitely underrated. I would see them a lot more potential. Here comes the Chargers. Keenan Allen. It's going to come for about 5 yards. Why does it say field goal? And there's a flag for roughing the pass, so the Chargers continue to move up forward. I would say Guyton and Johnson, very unique situation. If you look at both of their seasons last year, Guyton did have some problems with drops, as Guyton was completely the opposite. Maybe didn't get as many yards and receptions, but he didn't drop, I think, any passes last season, especially in the deep ball. So I'm very excited to see how that pans out. I would expect at this point, again, spitballing here, depth chart probably goes as such. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Tyron Johnson, then Guyton, and then possibly Josh Palmer. But I think Josh Palmer is going to climb after a while. There's Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson picks up a nice first down. Oh, baby. I want to see more rotations of that. Very hard to see that and make that happen in Madden football. But I want to see more of Justin Jackson getting handed the rock on the ground with Austin Eckler receiving those passes through the air. We got another super chat coming in from Daniel Rubio, who says, going to the Vikings game this year with the fam. Going to be a good game. Can't wait for the Vikings tears as we show them why our guy was Offensive Rookie of the Year. I love it, dude. That was one of my favorite things at the end of this season, was teasing those Vikings fans. We're crying about Justin Jackson or Justin Johnson, whatever his name was. He did not win it. Here comes the Chargers. Got to get rid of it. He does. 1st and goal. Why am I drawing a blank here? Justin Jefferson. There you go. Justin Jefferson. That was hilarious. Hey, Director, can I get your input on Darren Sproles? He's my all-time favorite Chargers football player. So electric. Darren Sproles, man, back in the day, called him the lightning bug, right? I don't think a lot of people expected him to be as good as he was due to his size. But the dude was so slippery and so fast. Some of the most exciting plays in Chargers history were with Darren Sproles running the rock, receiving, stuff like that. One of the funnest players to watch, especially him and LaDainian Tomlinson. God, dude, so many highlights between those two players. Good throwback there, man. Yeah, I love Darren Sproles, too. That's one of the few Chargers jerseys my wife has. I think she has like 4, and that's one of her favorites, too, is Darren Sproles. Chargers on 3rd and goal. Need a touchdown here to tie up the game. Justin Herbert looking for a target. He's going to toss in the middle of the field, and it's Keenan Allen. with the touchdown, but there is a flag. There is a flag on the play. Keenan Allen wide open in the middle of the field. What's the call? Illegal touching by Keenan Allen. He stepped out before catching it. Ooh, it's going to be a 4th down here. The Chargers might need to take their points. Yikes, dude. Don't see that often from Keenan Allen. Don't like to see that. Would you rather win the Super Bowl? This is coming in from Carson Batista. He says, would you rather win the Super Bowl next year and be horrid the next 10 years, or always just be in the mix with no championships? Those are really hard questions to answer. I would say the Chargers need a Super Bowl win no matter what, but it's tough, man. Like I look at my Raiders friends, like fans. Those guys are miserable. I don't know if I would like always want to feel that way about my team. I always want my team to be competitive, right? So that's a tough question to answer. I don't know if I can even answer it, but I will say the Chargers need a Super Bowl ring soon, right? The city deserves it. I think in part the San Diego Chargers fans deserve it as well. In their hearts, hopefully some of them accept that, you know, this is part of them too. It's tough, man. It's a very tough situation out there. That question got me thinking. That caught me off guard. Good question out there, man. Lombardi going to unleash Clemson. Mike, yes, please. It's time. It's time when we see the first round potential out of Mike Williams this season. I'll never forget the Sproles run and overtime win versus the Colts and Manning. Yeah, man. Classic. Classic. Darren Sproles and LT, some of my favorite Chargers I've ever seen in my lifetime. Yeah, man. I came in very, very late into LT's career, but very exciting. Very exciting time to become a Chargers fan. I would say it was almost a boomer time for Chargers fans in those years, right? Between like 2006 and 2010. That's when I became a Chargers fan. Those are some of the best times, man. Phillip Rivers, too. Man, dude, I don't know if you're in here, dude, and I apologize if it offends you, but somebody left a comment on my last video. I was talking about underrated Chargers players, right? And I talked to a little bit about the arguments I would have with people about Phillip Rivers. People just didn't understand how good Phillip Rivers was. They didn't take him seriously. And I didn't understand that. Somebody left in the comment section, I know it was a Chargers fan too, that Phillip Rivers, I won't even say it, was this and that, not a winner, overrated. And I just don't understand how you can be a Chargers fan watching Phillip Rivers for all that time and think that about Mr. Bolo Ty Phillip Rivers. It rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. It's okay, man. I want to hear your guys' opinions because that's kind of what this channel lives off of. I truly value the perspective of Chargers fans, just so that we can like find common ground to get hyped about, to get excited about, conversation, you know, icebreakers for Chargers fans. Just having Chargers on the mind is very exciting, you know. So I would never say don't give me your opinion, but that's probably one time that I'll say that. I get the argument that, you know, Super Bowl would have been amazing, but I mean, I guess the classic counter argument to that is the Dan argument, right? It's not Dan Fouts. Why is he slipping my mind right now? Dolphins. You guys know what I'm talking about. You don't have to, like, the stats and the rings don't dictate a great quarterback. Envy says, Crimea River always breaks my heart. Dan Marino. I'm an idiot. Says, Crimea River always broke my heart, but elite, man. Yeah, he was just, I don't know. It's just his swag, his personality, everything about Phillip Rivers. I don't know. He just, maybe it's because I watched him so young and stuff too. Like he was kind of like an idol, you know. Like I looked up to him. He was very, very talented too. Outside, you know, just being a Chargers fan, very underrated. And here come the Chargers too with a nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Who was that getting in there? Number 23. I'm embarrassed to say I don't know who that is. Basin? Exciting stuff right there. Outside of being a Chargers fan, Phillip Rivers, one of the best of all time. Definitely a Hall of Fame guy to me. He's future Hall of Famer. I can almost guarantee it. But he definitely, those early years of me being a Chargers fan, very, very exciting. Very sad when he decided to leave the Chargers. I'm hoping that he signs very soon. Oh, Lamar Jackson makes a play, and he's going to break a tackle off of Nasir Adderley and takes it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Rashad Bateman makes a play. Nasir Adderley cannot make the tackle, and that results in a further lead for the Baltimore Ravens. Yikes, the Chargers falling behind right here. We got another super chat coming in from Blue Deftone. Says, Director, what are your thoughts on Lombardi saying that Mike Williams is going to be more like Michael Thomas this year? Did he mention that about Mike Williams? I thought he mentioned that about Keenan Allen. Let me know if I'm wrong. I might have been a little when I watched that interview. Let me know if it was Mike Williams or Keenan Allen that he was referring to there. I think it would make more sense that Keenan Allen's more the chain mover and Mike Williams more the red zone target, right? But it's certainly exciting that the offensive staff is trying to find ways to get these guys more involved. If I'm Joe Lombardi, if I'm Brandon Staley, all I'm doing this all because Mike Williams if you really step back and look at Mike Williams as a player, he's incredible. He's amazing. He does things that almost no other wide receiver in the NFL can do. The one problem that he has is that he lands like a sack of bricks, right? He doesn't protect himself when he comes down to the ground. He's like, if this is the only catch that the only pass that I catch in my entire career, it's going to be now. He does that at the expense of his health a lot of the times. If I'm that Chargers staff, I'm spending the whole offseason with Mike Williams teaching him how to land safely. Make sure that he's available to make those kinds of plays consistently throughout the season. I think Mike Williams could have a really, really big year this season. And I do think it's because of this offensive scheme. And I do believe that the Chargers staff understands what they have in him, but they've got to teach him how to land safely. That's just my 2 cents. Number 23 was Mark Webb. That's right. Mark Webb, brand new acquisition to the team. I knew it wasn't what's his face anymore. It's definitely Mark Webb. Excited to see him get some playing time. I've already said it about Mike Williams. Interesting. So more like a Michael Thomas, huh? Definitely. If we can teach him how to land a little bit better, man, I can definitely see the potential in that. If you go back in time to when the Chargers moved and had to pick a city not named San Diego or LA, where would you move them? I think, yeah, keep them in California, but I don't know, man. If I could go back in time and choose a city, I would fight even harder for them to stay in San Diego. I'm sorry, I would. Here comes Justin Herbert. He's going to pick up the first down and fumbles. That's the risk right there. The Baltimore Ravens defense stepping up, limiting points, and now Justin Herbert drops the rock. And the Baltimore Ravens are going to get it back on offense. Not good, guys. We saw this last week, too. The Cleveland Browns picked up a nice lead. The Chargers were able to close it. But you don't like seeing the first halves of games start out like this. You guys remember in the real season last year, too? It seemed like by mid-season, we kind of figured out Justin Herbert a little bit. It seemed like he needed a quarter or two to really amp up, rev up. But when he got in rhythm, he was really hard to stop. Kind of feeling that way in these sims the last couple of weeks, too. The Chargers really need to limit these early mistakes in games to try and help themselves not find themselves in a hole early on in the game. At this point, the Ravens, they've been pretty tough to stop offensively. If the Chargers can get a stop here, maybe try and get some more points on the board before the second half, I'll feel a little bit better. Nice stop there by Joey Bosa and Chris Harris Jr. Trumpet Monkey, what's up, bro? What is up? Oh, I got you, Donovan. Thank you, sir. Couldn't agree more. I've been saying that about Mike Dubb for a minute. But then again, that's probably why he makes such impossible catches. That does factor into it, but there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way because he engulfs the ball with his entire body, right? And then he comes down hard. There's got to be a safer way for him to do that. Make him go watch, throw him in a film room, and make him sit there for like 48 hours watching every catch by Randy Moss of all time, right? Make him watch 48 hours worth of film on Randy Moss. Tell him to catch the ball like that, right? Come down safely. You know what I mean? Stop using your whole body to catch the ball. Use your hands. Oh my God, it's Joey Bosa. I wouldn't say Michael is that unique. Well, yeah, I mean, there's that's why it's an archetype, right? You know, the 50-50 ball possession guy, physical kind of wide receiver. It's an archetype. But right now in the NFL, what he does well, not a lot of other wide receivers can do it right now at this point in time in the NFL, right? There's very few players. DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas, but maybe not that much last season. But maybe that's why he's being compared to him. That sort of possession wide receiver in those unique 50-50 ball situations. That's where I think Mike Williams is truly special, but we don't get to see enough of it to really give him that label because he's always injured, right? He's always playing a little bit hobbled. Jerome says, I love your content, but this is the first time I'm watching, and it's hurting my feelings. As far as the game is concerned, man, I hope that don't go back and watch our first 2 or 3 games, man. That was truly painful. The Chargers definitely found some momentum last week and the week before that, but early, holy cow, man. I didn't know if I wanted to even continue this series, but we're going to keep going, man. It's kind of like, it's fun to think that by the time the series is done, the NFL kickoff will be here, right? It's kind of fun. It's kind of exciting. Would I trade Herbert for Lamar? No way, dude. Not in a million years, dude. Definitely, Justin Herbert is here to stay. I'm going to bring up another topic here in a minute. 2nd and 5, the Ravens. And it's a nice stop right there. Who's that? Mike Davis. Cornerback comes in for the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Uses that big size to get Gus on his back. Gus the Bus on his back. Nice, dude. How many years do you think Keenan will play at the level he does now? Keenan Allen is such a unique prospect to me, such a unique wide receiver. His elite play, exactly the way he's playing right now, I can see at least another 3 or 4 years, right? But beyond that, and that's why the Chargers extended him exactly that many years, right? Beyond that, I see Keenan Allen having similar success to that of Larry Fitzgerald. As soon as maybe he's a little bit too slow or whatever on the outside, move him to the slot permanently, right? Just like they did with Larry. They got like another 4 years out of Larry doing that. Bruce Arians, very intelligent coach, said, you still got it. We're not letting you go. We're going to have you play from the slot. And he still succeeded from that position. I can still see Keenan Allen stay on this team for a long time because of how dominant he is from the slot. I think he can carry that talent even into an older age for a wide receiver. What system you playing on? I'm playing on the Xbox right now. I have us losing this game in real life, but I'd love to see this game in person. Lamar versus our team. Yeah, it would be awesome. Daniel Rubio says, do you think Herbie is going to get Nike deal we're all hoping for? Yeah, I saw that in an interview, right? He says that he was a Nike guy. It was with Pat McAfee. It was with Pat McAfee. He says he's a Nike guy. I think that's going to happen. The deal that I'm hoping to see very soon, though, is that one-day contract with Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. When's that going to happen? Closer to kickoff? Oh, dude, I need to see Phillip Rivers retire a Charger very, very soon. Very, very soon. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens driving. Not looking good for the Chargers going into the second half, but the Chargers always have a shot, dude. Last week, they closed a huge deficit at halftime. Hopefully, we can see that again going into the second half this week. You can take 2 Chargers players from the past, 1 offense, 1 defense, back at the age of 20 on the current Chargers. Who you take? And by the way, I just found the channel and subscribe. Hey, thank you so much, Breve. And the Ravens are going to score another touchdown here. That's number 15, Marquise Hollywood Brown, with the score, and the Ravens are going to pack their lead 24-6, pending extra point. Yikes. Yikes. Well, to answer your question, on another note, if I could take 2 players, for one, I would bring Junior Seau for certain, and LaDainian Tomlinson. 1 dominant offense, 1 dominant defense, and watch those 2 work. Just imagine having those 2 players on the same team, man. Oh my God. Easy for me. Keenan's definitely our Fitzgerald. Yeah, for sure. Trumpet Monkey, gotta go to bed. Hey, big love to you, man. Big love to you. I'll see you next week, Trumpet Monkey. Much love. Our first game in SoFi with fans. It'll be the best send-off retirement for Rivers. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah. Maybe sign that contract, though. And just make the announcement in the ceremony in the first game. But yeah, I'm just impatient. Yeah, Gooch, it's definitely that scramble this week. That scramble has been causing the Chargers a lot of problems versus the Ravens. Lots and lots of issues. And it's led so far to a 3-point lead, a 3-score lead. We still got 200 people in here, man. Holy cow. Welcome to the Sim Thursday special edition stream episode today. Of course, when we get here into halftime, remember, guys, we're going to have a 1.5 minute ad by our sponsor, and I'm going to re-show the items that we're giving away very soon here on the channel. 1 for our subs and 1 for our members. If you guys want to join the crew, hit up the link in the comment section below or in the description. And if you guys are having a hard time finding out how, it's much easier on a computer. Don't know why YouTube makes it that way. Much easier on a computer. You can join an awesome group of guys here on the channel, and girls. We got some Botettes in the crew as well. Awesome group of guys, and we always do giveaways. It's a great place to interact And you get some awesome emotes. So if you guys got emotes, if you remember and you have emotes, flash some of them now in the comment section. They're pretty cool. We got to get more, right? We got to get more. We've been talking about it. We got to get some more emotes. Eric Weddle was awesome too, man. One of my favorites, dude. One of my favorite players. I got to meet him. He's this tall. First and 10 Chargers trying to put up some points here before halftime. Go out of bounds, Jared Cook. Go out of bounds. Looks like he doesn't make it out of bounds. It's going to be 1:44 on the clock, but still a nice pickup by Jared Cook and Justin Herbert. There's Korlak with all of the emotes. Love it. There's John Gooch. Love it. Yeah, we got to talk more about emotes. We got to get some new ones in there. Shave them Kiwis. Yeah, get those Kiwi emotes ready too, man. Get those Kiwi edits or emotes ready. Here comes Mike Williams. Go out of bounds. Go out of bounds. We still have 3 timeouts, though. We still have 3 timeouts. Got to think about burning those now. 4-yard pickup by Mike Williams. Do you know how to get this roster on PS4? Yes, I believe so. I'm on Xbox. But if you go to the community files or whatever under the settings, so you go to settings and then community files, you should be able to find one by TFG. That's what we're using. That franchise guy. Very, very awesome dude for the Madden community. Here it comes. Is that Josh Palmtrees? Josh Palmtrees with the first down, and the Chargers immediately take a timeout, threatening here. If we can make this game 13-24, maybe even go for it in the 2 points, 14-24, I'll feel a lot better going into the tunnel. Your mom used to groom Eric Weddle's dog. That's hilarious. little 32 poodle. That's amazing. That's the first jersey I ever bought for my son, too. That's the first jersey there. Here comes first and 10. Justin Herbert's looking there on the screen. It's going to get not batted. He's going to throw it in the back of the head of his lineman. Boo. Andre says, yo, director, I was just thinking, would you imagine if the Chargers actually landed Tom Brady? Yeah, that's something I was going to talk about a little later on today. Herbert would have never been drafted, and everything would have been so different. I'm talking Herbie. Yeah, people ask me that question all the time, man. Like, would you rather have won the Super Bowl? That's a great way to ask that question that was asked a couple of minutes ago. Would you rather would have won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady last year and missed out on Justin Herbert, or have Justin Herbert now going into the future? I don't know if the Chargers would have won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, man. We're a much different team than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's certainly possible. But even then, just still give me Justin Herbert, man. His potential for the future of the Chargers for the next 15 years, he's got to win a ring, man. It's just got to happen. Justin Herbert on the scramble is going to try and take off. Chucks it away. 36-yard line. Do we maybe try and pick up another field goal here? Do you think Lamar Jackson is faster than Tyreek? I would think Tyreek's a little faster, but they're both pretty fast. Here comes a couple super chats. Deftone coming in here. He says, do you think the Chargers will go 12-5? It's possible, but a lot of it rides on the early part of the season, this part of the sim that we're playing right now. If the Chargers can maybe make it out of the first 6 weeks at like 4-2, then I definitely see a 12-5 score or record as being very possible. Here comes Money Badger, and this one is a miss. 40 seconds left in the clock, and the Ravens are going to get it back at the 39-yard line. So yeah, it really does depend on what happens in the early part of the season. If the Chargers do very well early, 12-5 is definitely not out of the realm of possibilities. Definitely. Envy Talent's coming in here with a $2 and thank you so much again, Blue Tone. Coming right back. Envy Talent says, Fan Fantasy League. I have it in my notes. That's something I'm going to look into starting up. I'm sad that we'd only be able to bring in like 12 people, but it would be fun for everybody, right? To kind of, follow throughout the season. We can give small updates in like every other video or something of how the fantasy team is going. That could be kind of cool. I don't know. But yes, it's in my notes. It's something that I'm hoping I can set up and maintain throughout the season. It'd be a lot of fun. If we're going to do it, we're going to have our draft in August. The Ravens are going to pick up a huge chunk of yards on an RPO and maybe get in field goal range here before the end of the half. Not good, Chargers. Not good. Will Mark Andrews have a sweetheart of a season, Mr. Director? I don't know. Maybe. Mark Andrews is good. Outside of that, I don't know. Actually, I heard that Mark Andrews might not see as much playing time as he has in the past because they drafted some tight end that's more of a blocking tight end, and they really, really need that kind of archetype out there. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You have to wait and see. Sadly, I think we do 9-8. My early spitball prediction, it still feels that way to me at this point of the offseason. I see the Chargers between 10-6, right? Or 10-7 and 11-6. That's kind of where I'm sitting right now. I have to do an updated version of that video very soon. We're in July. I wanted to make another one closer to training camp and then another one closer to kickoff. So we'll get an updated version of that video here in the next couple of weeks. Who's the hardest opponent to play this season? In my opinion, guys, honestly, I think it might be the Browns, who we did beat in the sim, which is kind of crazy. Here come the Ravens. Outside of our division opponents, of course. Every year for a while, it's going to be the Chiefs. It's going to be the Chiefs. Outside our division, though, it might be the Browns. Happy Canadian Day from Calgary, Alberta. Let's go. Happy Canada Day. Let's go. GG's in the chat. Throw them maple leaves up if you got them. Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. The Ravens are now in field goal range. Justin Tucker range was probably 20 yards ago, too. Here comes Marquise Brown. The Ravens have one timeout. Are they going to burn it? I don't know. This is Madden. They could easily fumble this away. Not fumble it, but just not use their time management correctly. Not looking good. The Chargers need to kick it into overdrive next half if they're going to have a chance at catching the Ravens. Definitely a tougher game this week. We got another super chat coming in from Trevor Entering. $5 Holla says, do you think if Herbert continues his performance throughout his rookie contract year that he'll get the same contract as Mahomes, if not better? Yep. If he continues to perform at the level he did in his offensive rookie of the year campaign, he will get a monster contract in 3 or 4 years' time. The Ravens are going to stack it on. Oh my lord, dude, this is not good. This is not good. I felt if the Chargers could maybe score a field goal and keep them... I can't believe we allowed another touchdown. This is not good. Of course, we knew that at some point the ice had to break. The Chargers the last 2 weeks have been absolutely stellar, but the Ravens, very, very tough team. I'm glad we were able to beat the Browns. But at this point, do the Chargers start the season at 2-4? That's really tough. We still have a whole half of football to play. We've seen the Chargers break some deficits before. If we're talking the same score as the Browns last week, the Chargers are going to win this game. If we're talking the same comeback. But it would be... You're running uphill at this point. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. This is kind of what it felt like the first 2 weeks of the Sim series. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. But, Trevor, again, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Yes, if Justin Herbert continues to perform at a super high level, he is definitely going to earn that monster contract in a couple years' time. It's going to be insane. Remember the 0-4 starts. Yeah, it's a struggle. It's big boy struggle hours right now. The Chargers definitely struggling to keep up with the Baltimore Ravens. I would say more so because of that Lamar Jackson ground game action, right? They're having a really tough time containing him. Lamar has like 60, 70 yards on the ground in the first half. That's tough, man. That's really, really tough to stop. 14 seconds left in the first half. Give me 1 second here, guys. EA Sports. Type 2K in the chat if you're excited for the new NFL game. Here comes Austin Eckler. Just going to run it a couple of times, drain the clock, and get to half. Yeet it to Mike. I know. At that point, with this score, I would probably think about it too. Not too many deep balls by the Chargers. Yeah, this game, not so much. Last week wasn't bad. We saw a lot of Keenan Allen action. The week before that, we saw a lot of Mike Williams action. This week, it's tough. It's definitely tough. What's Sim record so far? We're 2-3 at this point. If we can't come back in the second half of this game, we're going to start the season 2-4, which is not good. The only good news is that the schedule does lighten up a little bit after the New England Patriots game this Sunday. After that, things do get a little bit easier. The Chargers definitely could go on a run. But like I've been saying since the schedule came out, the first 7 opponents, brutal. What's your opinion on the Spanos potentially legally having to sell the team? I'm not sure if that's smoke yet, man. I've heard both sides of the spectrum, that the sister wants to like cash out, but I've also heard that there's legitimate concern of debt. The value of the team, though, I've also heard might be skewed in these rumors. Kind of like when you take a mortgage on a house, you know, you're technically in debt, but you also own the house. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. it's complicated. Thoughts on the new Madden trailer? It looks good. You know, I'm excited about Madden in the terms that it's getting better, right? They're starting to make some innovative changes. Coincidence that 2K is coming back soon? I think not. Maybe not so much a coincidence, but they're starting to step up, which is what you like to see. We're here at halftime, boys. You guys know what that means. Get those Kiwi emotes ready. We're going to give you guys a short message from our sponsors here, and then I'm going to show you guys the giveaway items that are coming up very, very shortly. Perhaps by Sunday. We'll have to wait and see. So get those Kiwi emotes ready. We're going to go to our sponsor. Summer is coming. Are you ready to unveil your beach bod? Well, you're in luck. Our friends at Manscaped have just launched their 4th generation performance package, which includes the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard right, 4.0. You guys remember back in the day we did that ad where we shaved the kiwi? There it is. Oh God, wait, don't do that. I guarantee this cannot end well. Oh God, no. This is my nightmare. Ah! Oh my God, what are we doing? Let's catch a replay. Yeah, gruesome. That's the worst kind of penalty there is. No, Kiwi down. You hate to see it. All right, round 2. So far, so good. See, it looks like Director likes it. Oh, Mrs. Director likes it too. Well, there's a plus. Well, that razor got even better. Compliment your summer bod with a trim from the leaders in male grooming. The sun is shining and calling your name, fellas. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get ready for hot guy summer by going in at manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with code KIWI. This would make an awesome gift. Birthdays, Father's Day, who cares? Or even to yourself, man. Treat yourself a little bit. Get 20% off plus free shipping when you use code KIWI at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with code KIWI at manscaped.com. Escape the shrubs and weeds of the summer and shine with Manscaped. Huge shout out to our sponsor, Manscaped. I'm glad you guys do enjoy the ad there. Super fun putting that together. As a reminder, before we start kicking off here in the second half, here are the giveaway items. One of them is going to be for the members only, our crew. If you guys want to join the crew, hit up the link in the comments section below. If you're having trouble finding it, definitely try it out on a PC. It's definitely easier to do it that way. Don't know why. YouTube, I'm looking at you. But here are the 2 items that we are giving away if you're just joining us now. The first item you guys have seen before. Signed ball by that of Joey Bosa. Super exciting. Of course, we're going to give the members a chance to chime in on which one of these items that they want, but this is the first item up for grabs. Secondly, just coming in today, fresh, hot off the press, number 85, Antonio Gates, signed jersey, certified and everything. Super exciting. Guys, wait and see. I'm going to put up a poll very shortly for our members to decide which one of these items they want. The other one's going to be going to our subscribers. Anybody can win the other item just by liking and subscribing videos, subscribing to the channel and liking videos, commenting, engaging. Should be a lot of fun. So get excited about that, guys. I'm going to set everything up here, hopefully within the next couple of days. Let's get back to Chargers football. Huge deficit right now to overcome. The Chargers at this point of the game are receiving. That's the only thing that's on the positive side of the game right now. The Chargers need to drive and score. Definitely at this point. Is Mrs. Director's hand your hand with painted nails? Yeah, that would have been hilarious if I had my own hand in there with like nails and stuff like that. Oh, that would have been a new level of cringe. Go back and watch it. Unless you think I have lady hands, which I might. I might have lady hands. I promise that's not me. I swear to God. That's not going to annoy you with likes and notifications. Breakout player for the Bolts. Honestly feel like Mike Williams might break out or Uchenna. My number 1 guy to break out at this point is Uchenna Nwosu. After that, I think Kenneth Murray is due for a big season this year with the brand new scheme and all that. I think one of those 2 guys has definitely got a lot of potential. Definitely. Here come the Chargers. Oof. Yeah, Big Bear too, man. Big Bear. Yeah, it's ugly so far, man. It's ugly. But show me like your questions and comments. These streams also serve as a way to talking amongst Chargers fans, me included. So if you have any questions and stuff about the upcoming season, about this matchup in particular, would be nice questions as well. Hit them up in the comment and in the chat section. We'll have a nice conversation as we continue to get thumped by the Ravens. Oof. Oof, dude. Big oof in these simulations sometimes. We've had a couple of good games back-to-back. This week I knew would be a big challenge. So far, not looking so good. It seems like it's been a tough game for us so far. Yep, here comes Keenan Allen. Clutch play by Keenan Allen up the middle. Looked like an RPO. And that's a first down by Keenan. Justin Herbert, 10 for 15, 110 yards so far in the first half of play. We need to see those numbers spike up a little bit. Get Keenan Allen more involved. We've seen these wide receivers absolutely shoot off the past couple of weeks. If they've got a chance at coming back here, they need to utilize their wide receivers, including Joshua Palmer, in converting Mike Williams in the red zone. Breakout players are Nas and Nwosu. Yeah, Nas could definitely be that kind of guy that finally finds his footing with the Chargers in this system. Another RPO, this time to Josh Palmtrees. Joshua Palmer. Josh Palmer picks up another first down. The rookie's definitely stepping up in the first half of the season. I think Asante Samuel already has 3 or 4 interceptions, which is absolutely insane. And Josh Palmer has been so consistent in picking up first downs. We'll love to see Nas break out. Yeah, me too. We got a super chat coming in 1 second here, guys. We're going to see the rock get toted here first by Austin Eckler, who does pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the handoff. It's going to be a 2nd and 5. Super chat coming in from Christopher Dingley, who says, Legedu Nene, that is all. All right, man. I wish I could comment more. But thank you so much for the $5 holla. John Gooch in there with the palm trees emote. You love to see that, but thank you so much there, Christopher Dingley. Really appreciate it. Here comes Justin Herbert looking for the open man. It's Austin Eckler on the Texas route, and the Chargers finally finding some momentum on offense. Need to work quickly and maybe find themselves a turnover in the second half. The Chargers defense really stepped up last week. This week, really struggling versus the Lamar Jackson quarterback action as far as his ability to run with the football on the ground. Justin Herbert MVP, yes please, yes please. I honestly feel like Herbert outthrows Lamar Jackson in real life. If Staley is in charge of a lot of defense, I don't see us losing as challenging his opponent as this. Yeah, me too. Justin Herbert has shown that he's more than capable. You guys got to remember that Justin Herbert last season was kind of winging it, right? I don't think the offense was, as far as the scheme and the coaches were helping him much at all. They didn't go into the season thinking that he was going to be the starter, so maybe the offense wasn't catered to him very much. Justin Herbert's proven to be a very capable quarterback in improvising and in finding his own success, even without the coaching staff. So maybe if the defense can step up, Justin Herbert can definitely handle the offensive side of the ball. Guys, huge welcome to Envy Talent, new member of the crew. Drop your emotes in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us in the crew here, Envy. Definitely have fun with the access to those emotes right there. Welcome, Envy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we go. Justin Herbert. He's going to sling it at 3rd and 6 to Jared Cook. He's reached 50 yards for the game, and that's going to give the Chargers a new set of downs. Need to score here. The Chargers need to score now. Is there any way to have giveaways to the EU? That's tough. It depends. I don't know, man. It's tough. International shipping can get a little bit complicated, but I'll look into it. I'll talk to Trumpet Monkey on Tuesday about that. I'm shipping something over to his place in Estonia soon. Maybe we'll figure out a way to get that going too. Here we go, guys. 1st and 10, Justin Herbert. He's going to sling it to Keenan Allen, picks up a couple yards. I'll look into it, though. I'll look into it there, Mathenian, just because that name is so epic. Give me 1 second here, boys. Third and 3. Missed the last play, so I was checking up on something. What's up with the day? Wasn't it only on Sundays? Yeah, we're doing a Thursday to kind of help round out the schedule, making sure that this series wraps up before kickoff. So now at this point, the series will wrap up before kickoff of the season, just before kickoff of the regular season. Kind of insane, right? Kind of insane. Thanks for the welcome, and John. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Envy. Welcome to the crew. Chargers on 3rd and 3. Need a conversion right here. Justin Herbert's trying to get away, and he is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Chargers really struggling offensively, defensively, all around this game. The Ravens certainly have found a rhythm against the Chargers this week. In 4th and 8, with this kind of deficit, I think you got to go for it, man. I hate to say it. You're behind way too much right now. You got to go for it here. Hope to get a touchdown. Was scrolling through Instagram. I saw a post that had wide receiver tier list. Don't remember who posted it, but there will be around 12 wide receivers in front of Slayer. That's ridiculous. There's no way, man. That's why I put Slayer as my #1 underrated player on the Chargers right now. The Chargers would like to take a field goal here. You got to go for it, man. Hopefully it's a fake and it succeeds. Nope. It's Money Badger. Michael Badgley closes the gap a little bit. It's now 9-31. Love your content, man. We're winning the Super Bowl this year. Let's go. Let's go, Alexis. Let's go. Slater's playing bad. I don't know, man. It's tough. I think the coverage has been equally as tough because Slater's been having to hold it down a little bit longer than maybe he did last week. But it's kind of crazy because last week he was going up against Myles Garrett, right? Kind of insane. 8:02 left to play in the 3rd quarter. I was hoping they would fake it too. What's up with the Auburn and Bears fridge magnets? So Auburn's my wife's team, sort of, I would say. And she is from Selma, Alabama. And my whole side of the family on my wife's side are Auburn fans. Huge Auburn fans. So that's the fan representation on the fridge right there. Why we can't go for 9, yeah. If this was real, we'd have 17 points right now. Yeah, this is Madden, so don't read too much into it. It's just meant to kind of have, something to talk about, have some fun in the off season. But yeah, it's definitely not looking too good. Asante Samuel is winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's definitely one of those dark horse guys. You look into different news outlets and beat writers. Asante Samuel with the Chargers, one of the best fits out of this last draft for any player in this rookie class. So he has as good a shot as anybody to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, which is kind of insane. We drafted him in the 2nd round. Here come the Ravens on offense once again, picking up a chunk of yards with Mark Andrews. At least Badgley is doing okay. He's already missed one, but it was a bit of a far field goal. He did miss one that was a bit far. What do you have, the Bears Logan Wife's team? Who's your college football team? It's hard to say, man. I follow a couple of different teams. Recently Notre Dame, because I know the Chargers might be targeting somebody out of there. I like the Utes a lot, Utah. Obviously San Diego. I don't know. It's tough. I'm really just kind of like an NFL guy, like Chargers guy specifically. Here comes Lamar Jackson again on the ground. He's going to break a tackle and get down to the 50-yard line. That's what's been destroying the Chargers today. Lamar Jackson, 106 yards and a touchdown on the ground today. The Chargers defensively, no answers for Lamar Jackson on his quarterback design runs. It's just ridiculous how many yards he's been getting today. Man, simulation shouldn't be in the same sentence. Yeah. Bad luck, show up after a few good wins. Nah, it's all good, man. You like the first couple of games too were kind of like this as well. It's tough. It's Madden. Anything can happen. And it just seems like the Chargers programming or whatever is just not suited to stop a Lamar Jackson. With the new improvements to Madden franchise this upcoming year, do you think it'd be worth buying in the last gen consoles? It might be. I would say, I'm not going to say go buy Madden because I like Madden or anything like that. I would say if you've been curious about Madden, haven't played for a few years, this is probably not a bad year to jump back in, just because finally for the first time in like a decade, it seems like franchise is getting a one over. It does seem like there are improvements being made. And I do think that's because 2K is coming up quick. 2K is going to be back in the fold, and the EA wants to make sure that they're keeping up with the competition now. So if there's any time to kind of come back in, I would say this is probably not a bad year, just because, yeah, there's some improvements being made to franchise. I would think gameplay-wise, there's been some improvements. I played the beta. It started off really slow. It actually got a little bit better. I think there was like a secret update or something they didn't tell us about. But, yeah, not a bad year to jump back in. 10 SEK dollar holla, or 100 SEK dollar holla. I can't do the math. In from Morthenian, it says, for all the destroyed Kiwis, Skull. Thank you so much there, man. Appreciate the love in the chat. Thank you so much for the support there, Morthenian. The man with the plan, the SEK $100 holla. Appreciate the love, guys. Give some love to Morthenian in the chat. Really appreciate it. For all the destroyed Kiwis, yeah, man. The destroyed Kiwis, rest in peace. Here come the punts. The Chargers do get a stop on defense. Morthenian coming in with the good luck. And the Bolts will get a chance to answer here on offense. It's going to be a nice punt, though, out of the 22-yard line. Appreciate the love there, Morthenian. Go Horned Frogs. Why do you have a Bears logo? It's my wife's team. My wife's team. She likes the Bears. What's going on, NFL Nate? Good to see you. Is that Anthony Lynn at head coach? Worst nightmare? Yeah. Once Madden 22 comes around, we're probably going to switch to that, and we'll have Brandon Staley on the sidelines instead. Skull! If you're able to choose one player from the Broncos to play for the Chargers, who it would be? Probably Bradley Chubb. Yeah, I think Bradley Chubb. I think that's the obvious answer for me, at least. Ooh, him or Justin Simmons? The Chargers already have Derwin James, but I think Brandon Staley would have a lot of fun with Justin Simmons, too. But I still think Bradley Chubb would definitely look really nice with Joey Bosa. Thank you, Morthenian. All right, guys, here we go. Third quarter, winding down a little bit. 9-31. Oof. 22 points behind. The Chargers need at least 3 scores here with a 2-point conversion somewhere in between and a lot of stops. I would say if the Chargers have any hope at winning this game, they need to start capitalizing on these offensive drives as well as getting at least a couple of turnovers here in the second half. Chargers dump down to Austin Eckler's going to pick up a chunky yard. It's going to be a 3rd and medium. Kyle Fuller would be very interesting too, but I would say Bradley Chubb just because he's a bit younger. Will Joey Bosa have... That's such a good question, too, guys. Name one player from any of our AFC West rivals that you would poach. Let me know. Just type it in the comments. Type it in the chat. Will Joey Bosa have more than or less than 15 sacks next season? This season's very interesting. If he can stay on the field, 15, 16 sacks, not out of the realm of possibilities. Legitimately. Extra game. If he stays healthy, brand new defensive scheme. Honestly, a huge improvement in defensive scheme, especially when it comes to blitzing, especially when it comes to quarterback pressures. I think that he has as good a shot at anybody to put up close to 15, 16 sacks, but you never know. I would say at least at minimum double-digit sacks for Bosa this season. 4th and 5, the Chargers are going to punt it away. Yeah, brutal. 3 and out. I think most people have our division as Chiefs 1, Chargers 2, Broncos 3, Raiders 4. But what would you think the stanza would be if Rodgers goes to the Broncos? It would be, I hate to say it, it would be Chiefs 1, Broncos 2, Chargers 3, Raiders 4. I hate to see it. I don't want to see Rodgers come to the AFC West. That would be one of the most ridiculous quarterback divisions of all time, with Mahomes, Herbert, and Rodgers all in the same place. Carr would be just running around like a chicken with the head cut off. But Carr's a decent quarterback. He's not great. Like, he's not the best, but he's fine. He's good. He's all right. So that this division would get insane. It's already pretty difficult as it is. With Rodgers, it would get absolutely insane. Rodney would poach Tyreek Hill. Yeah, with Justin Herbert, that would be stupid. That would be insane. Love to have Honey Badger. Yeah, I was hoping so bad that we would pick him up when he was available. Here comes Lamar again with his feet. Kyler Fackrell in the area is going to take him down after a gain of 5. Broncos will be like a 12-14 win team with Rodgers or Watson. Yeah, it's scary, and there's still time. I really hope that they don't pull something out of their hat. Orlando Brown for the new right tackle. The problem is he would hold out, right? He would hold out because he wants to play left tackle. Yeah, he would want to play, left tackle, that's for sure. Here comes Lamar. He's got Truz back. He's going to check it down to number 27. That's Dobbins for a 1st down. Chargers just no answer for the Ravens this week. Sad boy hours. Can't wait to see Slayer cook Casey next season. Yeah, I feel bad a little bit, man. Casey looks miserable out there in Las Vegas, dude. Looks miserable out there. And yes, Slayer's going to have a lot of fun with that. I'm sure they will. But it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks to see. I wish he would have gone anywhere else outside the division. Anywhere else. Because it's different. Like, when Melvin Gordon went to the Broncos, we're all upset because he was being greedy and he gave up a lot of money to do that and he should have taken the contract. Kind of lucky for us that he didn't. But I think there was some spite in there, right? There was some spite when he decided to go to Denver. Casey, I know he wanted to stay with the Chargers. He really did. It was a cut kind of out of nowhere, and I think the Raiders maybe were one of the only teams that were willing to take him, and that kind of sucks. I feel bad for him. I really do. They're almost the interception the Chargers needed right there. They need a turnover. But we're winding down here in the third quarter. I think this game is kind of getting unwinnable at this point for the Chargers. People are saying that Justin Herbert is a dark horse MVP candidate. Meanwhile, Chargers fans are saying he's a front runner. I actually think that he could. Yeah, again, it just depends on perspective. Realistically, you look at Justin Herbert, what he did last year as a rookie versus what he could do this season with a brand new offensive line, brand new offensive coordinator, brand new scheme, a whole full offseason with the ones. There's a huge reason to believe that he could be MVP. Huge reason. You know, we saw Mahomes shortly after, you know, kind of discovering what he was, win MVP very shortly after that. I think the same thing can be applied to Justin Herbert easily in my opinion. So I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that he's definitely a front runner for MVP. We have to wait and see how things shake out. The Chargers do get a stop there. I think that was Chris Harris with the stop on third and medium, third and long. The Chargers will get another shot here in offense. If they get a touchdown here, we're looking at what, like 15 to 31. Might have a shot at coming back, but it's got to be a touchdown. It's got to be fast. What's going on, Trap Lord? Good to see you. Why do you see the comeback coming? Don't you see the comeback coming? It could come, man. It could. That was a field goal attempt. No good by Justin Tucker. I thought that was maybe a little bit too far. It looks like they do miss it, and that does put the Chargers in decent field position to start off the drive. Kind of cut a break there. That would have been really bad. They scored again when I was getting dinner. Yeah, it was bad right before the half, too. They haven't scored this half yet, which is good, but the Chargers just haven't been moving the ball very efficiently on the ground. Or on offense, period. I also wouldn't want the Broncos to get Rodgers because my uncle's a Broncos fan. So me and him getting at it. But Rodgers would make our division the best in the league. Yeah, it would be insane. It would be insane. All right, guys, the Chargers starting at the 50-yard line. No touchdowns this week, which is rather surprising. Need to get on the board with a touchdown. Close the gap a little bit. Here comes Jared Cook with a reception. He's going to pick up about 8 yards. What player are you most hyped for? Me, personally, obviously, it's Justin Herbert. I'm wearing his jersey now. Then after that, probably Derwin James. I want to see him come back and rock the league. Show him, like everybody, why he was one of the best players before he went down 2 years in a row. And then after that, probably Joey Bosa, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, Kenneth Murray. Our rookies. So many players to be excited about this season. Here comes Austin Eckler with the first down. The Chargers, 14 rushes for 30 yards. That's like 2 yards a carry, less. That's not good, dude. The Chargers need to fix something on their ground game. Austin Eckler just hasn't been, I don't know. It's got to be the programming and stuff like that, because Austin Eckler in real life will be a lot better than 2 yards per carry. But in simulation, it's not been good. We might have to get more Justin Jackson action in next week's game. What do you guys think about that? Speaking of Eckler, though, there you go. Austin Eckler picks up a nice reception. That's how you want to use him. I'm thinking next week, guys. Not even next week, on Sunday. This Sunday, right? Maybe we feature Justin Jackson as our #1 running back, and I put Austin Eckler in at third down running back. So he's still in there for the passing plays, but Justin Jackson can tote the rock on the ground. We'll give that a shot. Do you ever give away that jersey at the beginning of your videos? I've given away every jersey that I have displayed so far. The one that I just showed today is going to be in the new giveaway coming up very soon. But that, again, could go to the members or it could go to the subs. Either or, you're going to get that or the ball, depending on what they decide. The next giveaway after this, though, guys, closer to kickoff, oh my God, you guys are going to lose it. It's the biggest giveaway I've ever done. Here comes Austin Eckler one more time. He's going to pick up another reception. Should be 3rd and 2. Send Rodgers to the Washington football team and send Deshaun to New York. Simple, no one gets the Broncos. Yeah, but which New York? You talking benching Daniel Jones or what's his name, Wilson? I don't know if either New York team would really need a Deshaun Watson right now. First down by Jared Cook, and even more. Jared Cook's going to take it down to the 10-yard line. I didn't think that was going to be completed. The Chargers have a shot here at scoring their first touchdown of the game here in the early fourth quarter. Got Derwin James, Navy, Herbert White, and Keenan Powder. Nice, bro. I need to get more jerseys. I think it's time for me to order some more. I need to get some more. How do I pick the winner for the giveaways? So for the subscriber ones, there's this website that I use for the giveaways. So if you want to enter, you have to go through that website, be subscribed to the channel, and comment and engage and stuff like that. And then it just picks it randomly for me. With the members, I do a random number generator, and then I just choose a member like on the list that matches that number. Pretty simple. Madden still hates Eckler, no respect. Yeah, I don't know, man. Eckler's much more productive in real life than in Madden. Madden, it's really tough to utilize a receiving back by the computer. It seems like the users know exactly what to do with those kind of backs. Matter of fact, to the beginning of the season, receiving backs were some of the best running backs to play in Madden, period, especially in Madden Ultimate Team. But the computer just doesn't know how to utilize them very well. Here comes Austin Eckler, tries to break a tackle. It's going to be down again. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Why aren't you guys not passing? You guys are behind 3 scores. You got to start passing more, dudes. You got to start passing. I feel like Zach Wilson is going to get a lot better than people think. I have a lot of faith in Zach Wilson too, man. He looks pretty good. Manti Te'o sign, DJ Fluker, Nick Novak. Here come the Chargers, 3rd and goal. Do they get their first touchdown right here? Justin Herbert's looking. He's got it forever, and he's going to drop. Mike Williams on the comeback drops the potential touchdown, and the Chargers are looking at a 4th and goal. They're sending out their kicker. Oh, man. The Chargers only kicks today versus the Baltimore Ravens. Thank God. They're going for it here. This is a big, big play. Justin Herbert lines up with the offense. It's got to be a touchdown or bust right here. And it is! And it is on the outside. Who is that? That's Josh Palmtrees! Josh Palmer! His first touchdown of his new rookie season brings the Chargers a little closer to breaking out of, I don't know what's going to happen, but Josh Palmer, first touchdown of his rookie campaign. 5's in the chat. Palmtrees in the chat. Josh Palmtrees scores his first touchdown of his NFL career. Let's go, Josh Palmer. And the Chargers are going for 2. Trying to go 17-31 here early in the 4th quarter. He's looking. He's got Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen with the 2-point makes it 17-31. The Chargers need a turnover. The Chargers need a turnover to turn this game around. Holy cow, boys. Holy cow. No points. No points by the Baltimore Ravens this second half, which has been really good. But the Chargers have a long way to go still. A long way to go still. It'll be 24-31 with another touchdown. But they need to get a couple stops. They need to get a turnover, in my opinion. A $2 holla coming in from Gwang at Swag. Says, do you think Tom Telesco will sign more players? I would say that he's got that money in his back pocket just in case. It's certainly possible. At this point of the year, though, I'm not quite sure. It seems like he's kind of experimenting and looking for good value. We saw a couple players drafted out of the spring or summer league or something like that. We might see more signings like that. As far as a big name, honestly, guys, I know people are going to disagree and they're going to hate a little bit, but it's fine. I really hope we see Richard Sherman make his way to the Chargers. I know there's like a lot of concerns about fit and all this other stuff, but just having those two minds on the same team of Sherman and Brandon Staley, who already, if you guys watched that interview, it was kind of insane, the kind of chemistry that they both had. I think that would benefit the Chargers a lot. And the Chargers could use Richard Sherman in a variety of different ways. All right, Chargers, you need a stop here. They're stacking the box, looking to stop the run and getting in behind the line of scrimmage. That's number 24. Nasir Adderley makes a tackle, makes a play, and the Ravens, looking to drain the clock here, might need to go to the pass sooner than later. Where are the trees and kiwis? I see nothing. I think that's in the iPhone emojis. If you're a member, though, you'll see other emojis and stuff like that for the channel. Kia ora, palm trees. Kia ora, palm trees. Good to see you. How do you feel about depth at linebacker? It's not bad. It's not bad. Nick Neiman, new rookie, looks pretty solid in there. He's going to add some nice depth there. I think the Chargers linebackers are okay. As far as edge, we could use more, I think. Chris Rumpf is not a bad start right there, too. It's going to be a dump off, and Derwin James playing lower to the line of scrimmage is going to make the stop there. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. Joey Bosa almost in there for the sack. Almost in there for the sack. Have them as an Android user? Yep. Kiwis and palm trees. I love it. 3rd and 10. The Chargers need a stop right here. Do not let a first down. It's going to be another screen play. And Dobbins not going to get there. It's going to be a 4th and 2. The Chargers should get the ball back here. A score here would bring it within 1, dudes. That's insane. But the Chargers need to score quickly. They need to score fast, just in case the Ravens do get a field goal or something off in their next drive. Can you remind me what kia ora means? I forgot what it means. It's like a general greeting in New Zealand, man. It's like a hello. It's like a good vibe. It's just a very nice thing to say to people. It's a good aura. It's a good aura. Kia ora is basically your greeting. More discrimination of Andrew's users here. K9, yes, sir. All right, here comes the punt. The Chargers are going to get another shot here in offense. Hold on to that ball. Starting off at the 23-yard line, the Chargers are going to be looking to score through the air, I'd imagine. Move the ball through the air very aggressively. They need to stay aggressive through there. Keep your foot on the gas. You got a lot of points to make up here. Be right back, dudes. All right, we're back. The Chargers on an RPO hits Mike Williams for a solid 15 yards. Chargers starting the drive off really good. 40-yard line and moving. Third reception for Mike Williams. Going to be leaning on him, I'd imagine, as we get closer to the red zone. Kiwis under the fruit section. Yes, sir. Hopefully they score. Yeah, dude. At least make it interesting here in the late part of the fourth quarter. Mike Williams takes us up to the 40-yard line. The Chargers looking for a comeback. 1st and 10, Justin Herbert. Both running backs at his side. Keenan Allen is in the zone. He's going to check it to Mike Williams. Is going to pick up another chunk of yardage. And that's going to be 20 yards for Mike Williams. Takes it to the other side. The other opponent's 40. And the Chargers are moving rather quickly with the combination of Justin Herbert and Mike Williams. Mike Williams showing up here in the fourth quarter, getting us close. Oh, baby. Come on, man. A comeback here would be absolutely insane. Herbert goes deep to Williams and scores. Please, baby, please. Not throwing in the towel yet. Justin Herbert. 1st and 10 at the 40, looking. He's got Mike Williams open. He's going to chuck it down to Mike Williams one more time. Williams picks up his 3rd first down in a row this drive. The Chargers now at the 29-yard line. They need a touchdown. They cannot settle for 3 points here. They need a touchdown. They need a touchdown. 8 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Justin Herbert, 3 first downs in a row. Looking to get in a scoring position. It's Jared Cook, who's going to pick up a couple of yards after stepping backwards. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. I'm actually a little nervous here, guys. With 7 minutes left to play, the Chargers need to score, and they need a turnover. No turnovers for the Chargers this game so far. Big difference between this game and the other games that they have gotten closer scores. The defense has stepped up. This week, it's been much more difficult to force turnovers on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Herbert is going to hit his target. Who is that? Is that Donald Parham? I didn't quite see. Big target. I'm guessing it was it's Josh Palmer. It was Josh Palmer. Josh Palmtree's in with another first down. Let's go. Jared Cook has been cooking this whole game. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here comes Justin Herbert. Checks it down to Austin Eckler, who's going to pick up a couple yards. 6 minutes left to play. The Chargers need to score quick. Chargers need to score quick. The Ravens will have it back. Chargers all 3 timeouts, but they can burn like a couple minutes off the clock at least. So the Chargers don't have a lot of time to retaliate here. They need to score quickly. 2nd and 7, 5 wide. Justin Herbert. Mike Williams at the top of your screen. Keenan Allen in the slot. He's going to chuck it up to Mike Williams on the comeback. Mike Williams going to pick up another first down, his 4th first down of the drive. It's 1st and goal. 5:40 left to play. We got to hurry up here, dudes. You got to hurry it up. Feels like the Philly Rivers lead, yep. Where we start to slow and make things interesting late. Chargers coming back out. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. It's got to be a touchdown. Justin Herbert's looking. He's going to sling it back of the end zone. And Austin Eckler unable to pick it up. 2nd and goal, but at least the clock stops for the first time this drive, I believe. Whew. Yeah, it's starting to feel like a typical Chargers game, isn't it? What's going on, Master? The Chargers looking for an epic comeback here. They need a score and a stop to catch the Ravens. Justin Herbert. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. He's probably going to hit Eckler. No, Keenan Allen's open. Keenan Allen in the corner of the end zone. I don't think he was in. It's going to be a 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Of course, the Chargers at this point aren't thinking field goal. They got 2 downs to make something happen. They've got to score. The Ravens, dude, so hard to stop on the ground. Lamar Jackson has gone over 100 yards and a score on the ground. The Chargers have not been able to stop him. They need to keep up point-wise. The offense has been struggling as well. 3rd and goal, big play right here. Justin Herbert looking for a target. He's going to hit. Oh, no! Austin Eckler, the animation for running backs, not good. It's going to lose 5 yards, and it's a 4th and goal. Oh, dude. Sometimes that's just Madden. Not able to turn upfield. A lot of the times those running backs are just going to run straight out of bounds. And that's going to lose 5 yards. Big play right here. Justin Herbert. It has to be a touchdown. This could be the game. Justin Herbert looking for a target. He's got some time. It's Keenan Allen between 2 targets. Touchdown, Chargers! Very reminiscent of that touchdown versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No, it was the Carolina Panthers, right? That game, right in between 2 targets, small window, chucks it in right between, touchdown Chargers. It's a 1-score game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Let's see 13's in the chat, Justin Herbert in the chat. They made it happen, and the Chargers are back in this one with less than 5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Holy cow. They're taking their extra point, 25-31. That puts them within 1 score of taking the lead. They need 1 stop, turnover, something here on defense, and the Chargers have a shot here. Closed a huge point deficit, 31-9 going into the half, and now the Chargers are looking for an epic comeback here in the 4th quarter. Holy cow, I thought this game was over. Wow, dude. Why is the stream today and not Sunday? Because we wanted to make sure this series ends before the actual kickoff. So we had to add an extra Thursday night game in there to round things out. We will be back on Sunday with our game versus the New England Patriots. Holy cow, Slayer and Justin Herbert make it happen. And the Chargers are about to kick it away. 3 timeouts. They need a stop versus the Baltimore Ravens for a chance at winning this game. Good Lord. Or at least tying this game. Holy cow. Cross your fingers, prayer circles, knock on wood. The Chargers have actually made something happen. Just got here before we scored. They're going to run it, melt the clock away. Yeah, the Chargers need to stop the ground game of the Baltimore Ravens here. Very tall order as Lamar Jackson's been running all over the Chargers the entire game. I would expect at least a couple of runs in this drive by the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, he's going to the pass right away. He's looking, he's escaping, and Lamar's going to break a tackle. Derwin James comes in there for the stop. It's going to be a 2nd and inches. Chargers need to tackle behind the line of scrimmage, force a fumble, force some kind of turnover here. Of course, if you guys don't know, Truz, the X factor of Lamar Jackson in Madden 21, doesn't allow him to fumble a quarterback run. So if he takes off, he's guaranteed not to turn it over if he's running it. The Chargers, not looking to be in the best defensive or the run defense formation here, needs to get him behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 1st down for the Ravens, trying to melt some clock away. 1st down, 1st and 10 for the Ravens. The Chargers in a very tough spot here. They need to go 3 and out at this point, starting from this spot here if they have a chance at taking a tie, getting back in this game. Come on, defense. Your time to shine. 1st and 10, 3:24 left to play. The Ravens, full house, sends their fullback out in motion, and it's a flag, stopping the clock, sending them back 5 yards. That's a delay of game. The Chargers finally catch a break via penalty here in the late part of the 4th quarter. That's a penalty, stops the clock, and pushes the Ravens back 5 yards. Derwin should have knocked Lamar out of the game there. Yeah, dude. Oh, my Lord. I'm actually kind of nervous. I'm actually sweating just a little bit. This is insane. Maybe our first overtime game of the season, but the Chargers need a stop. Here come the Ravens. 1st and 15, 3:17 left to play. They're still passing, and it's incomplete. Fackrell in the area, unable to grab a turnover there, but it's 2nd and 15. Also stops the clock. Why are the Ravens not running it? Why are the Ravens not running it at this point? Interesting. Chargers was still with 3 timeouts. Very risky still because Madden is not the best at clock management on either side of the ball here of your opponent or your home team. We got Bosa, Nwosu, and Linval in the rush. Everyone else out in coverage. Almost intercepted by K9 Kenneth Murray. That would have been a huge play of the game right there. 3rd and 15, though. Nice stop right there, and the Ravens still chucking the ball. The clock is stopped at 3:12, and the defense has stepped up at least to this point. We need another stop right here. This is a big play. Could be the play of the game. Lamar Jackson's looking, hits his man underneath, and it's going to be number 10, Rashad Bateman, wrapped up by Derwin James, and the clock continues to tick. It's a 4th and 11. The Chargers will have an opportunity to tie this game up after a 31-9 point deficit going into the second half. Holy cow. Holy cow. I sure hope too many people didn't dip out of this game halfway through, man, because it got interesting all of a sudden here in the fourth quarter. All 3 timeouts. They should have somewhere around 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to make something happen in the final drive offensively for the Chargers here this week. We might be looking at an overtime game, our first overtime game in this Madden series. Of course, normally Sim Sundays, today Sim Thursday. Oh my goodness. Here comes the punt. Back to return is Reed, who's going to take it back to the 20-yard line. The Chargers have 2:27 left on the clock to work with and a dream. Can they score here to tie things up? How have you been? Been working the past 2 streams? Yeah, good to see Adrian. Been good. Very intense stream today. Chargers fans, Madden fans, NFL fans did not think that this game was still in play for the Chargers going into the second half. It seemed like an impossible situation, but here we are, the Chargers, 1 touchdown away from tying things up here in the fourth quarter. Justin Herbert looking for an open man. He's got Keenan Allen, and he's going to overthrow him just a little bit. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Come on, baby. Let's see those H-bomb emotes in the chat, man. We need a big play. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Jared Cook. We need some chunk yardage. Josh Palmtrees has been very solid. His first touchdown of his rookie campaign. Coming in week 6. 2nd and 10. Let's start by getting a first down here, Chargers. Let's start by getting a first down here. Justin Herbert looking for the open man. It's Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen picks up the first down. That should take us to the 2-minute warning. Holy cow, 2-minute drill. Can you say a nerve-wracking game, man? This is a nerve-wracking close to one of the craziest games we've seen this season so far. Of course, we saw something similar last week with the Cleveland Browns. Closed a huge deficit, but playing by behind the entire game this week. The Chargers finally have an opportunity to tie things up. Can they do it with only 2 minutes left on the clock? 1 drive left to try and get back in this, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bolt up. Let's see those emotes in the chat. Justin Herbert looking. He's going to fire it off to Austin Eckler. He picks up a couple of yards, but the clock continues to burn. No huddle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage ASAP. So you start early on Sunday? I don't know, man. I think we're going to start normal time on Sunday. But next week versus the New England Patriots, it's going to be a big game. Got fireworks to pop off. That's right, 4th of July on Sunday, isn't it? 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking for the open man. There is a flag, however. It's going to be a first down, but it might be holding on the offense. That could be a drive killer right here in Madden, dudes. Holding offense. And the Chargers are going to be pushed back 2nd and 16. It's going to force them not to check down. They're going to have to pass it deep. Oh, man. Not good, man. Not good. Not good. Chargers tall order here, 2nd and 16. Only a minute 27 left to play. 3 timeouts. Justin Herbert. 2nd and 16. He's going to throw it down to Austin Eckler, who breaks a tackle and gets it down to the 5 yards to convert. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. 3 yards to convert. Chargers take their first timeout down here at the 40-yard line. Austin Eckler takes it all the way up for what was that? 13 yards on the play. Of course, no 4th downs. No punting. The Chargers have a couple of chances here to convert. But they got to start looking at the clock a little bit, too. They need a touchdown with only a minute 21 to score. Justin Herbert looking for the open man. And it's Keenan Allen yet again. Keenan Allen takes him to the opposite side of the field. Now on our opponent's side of the field, 44-yard line. And the Chargers convert. A minute 8 left to play. They got to get into no huddle here. They've got to get into no huddle here. Take a timeout, something. Time's burning. It is no huddle. Justin Herbert, close formation, looking. Keenan Allen's open and almost intercepted, intended for Jared Cook there. Keenan Allen on the zig route was open. It's going to be a 2nd and 10. The clock stops. Whew. Oh my God, dudes. 2nd and 10. Bunch formation on the right side. Jared Cook is open. Overthrown. It's a 3rd and long. It's a 3rd and long. We're back here, guys. We're back at it. One of the biggest drives in this entire series comes down to a score by the Chargers. Maybe our first overtime game of the season. Yeah, a bit of a bad throw. A little bit long. A little bit high. 3rd and 10. Of course, no 4th downs. Justin Herbert's looking for a man. He's going to toss it deep in the middle of the field. And, it was a game ball. It's a 50-50 ball for Mike Williams. It's batted down now. It's a 4th and 10. This is it. This is the game. Last play of the game. If the Chargers cannot convert, they need a big play right here. But in that situation, you cannot be mad at putting the game in Mike Williams' hands. They need to get the ball to the 34-yard line to convert. This is the last play of the game, most important play of the game. And it's Keenan Allen! Keenan Allen with the reception. Oh, my God! Down at the 29-yard line, Keenan Allen picks up. The Chargers hope here. Timeout, 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 timeout. Timeout, 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 Chargers. 31 seconds left, and the Chargers. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! 13's in the chat. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Keenan. What in the world? Holy cow. In double coverage yet again. Keenan Allen is a god. Keenan Allen is a god. 31 seconds left. 1 timeout. Got to get out of bounds. 29 yards to score. Here comes 5 wide. Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Justin Herbert's looking for an open target. He's going to check down to Jared Cook, who's going to pick up about 7 yards. 25 seconds left on the clock. Got to burn a timeout. Get into no huddle. Get the ball out of Justin Herbert's hands ASAP. Timeout by the Chargers after burning 4 seconds. This is it. This is it. The Chargers need to start slinging it to the end zone. Oh, my God. Whew. A little too excited for a Madden sim. I agree. I agree. But sometimes those simulated emotions get a little bit too real. Oh, I thought the game was over, dudes. I thought the game was over. I'm not going to lie. Woo! The Chargers 2nd and 2. 20 seconds left to play. Justin Herbert at the 22-yard line. He's going to check it down once again to Jared Cook. They got to get in no huddle. They got to spike the ball. Spike the ball. Spike the ball. Spike the ball. Oh, my God. 12 seconds left. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hate Madden. I hate Madden so much. I hate the clock management of Madden. Oh, my God. That was an Anthony Lynn move right there. Oh, my God, dudes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Bro. That had the potential to be one of the best games of this series, and it comes down to poor clock management. Oh, the ghost of Anthony Lynn haunting this team. Oh, my God. Well, boys, there you have it. The Chargers are going to drop this one 24-31. It got real exciting there at the end, but bad clock management blows this game for the Chargers. Again, a classic Anthony Lynn move. The Chargers, hugely dominant through the air, just couldn't get anything going on the ground. Next week, we might feature Justin Jackson with Austin Eckler just coming in and passing downs. Ah, man. One more quarter just to make it fair. I don't have the power to do that, man. This is a sim series. When it's over, it's over. Can we use the Allen catch again? Yeah, dude. This would have been a win IRL. Yeah, man. Fire Lynn again. Either way, guys, we got to go through the motions here. Look at some of the statage of today's game. Either way, Justin Herbert did come out to play in the second half. 359 yards, 2 touchdowns. Very, very impressive. We're just going to go to the Chargers here. Rushing Austin Eckler, we got to figure out something here, man. We're going to start Justin Jackson next week, put Austin Eckler in at third down running back, make sure he gets all the passing downs. But at this point, Austin Eckler's just, in Madden, underperforming on the ground. 2 yards per carry. It's not going to get it done. Receiving, however, 10 receptions for 53 yards. That's where Austin Eckler's strengths do play. Keenan Allen, 93 yards and a score. Some of the most clutch plays we've seen this season. Jared Cook cooking this week, too. Almost 100 yards with 8 receptions. Mike Williams looked pretty good, too. And then Josh Palmer gets his first touchdown of his rookie year. Blocking, Rashawn Slater did allow 1 sack. Kenneth Murray, we did not get any turnovers this week, which was a big reason, I would say, for this loss. Derwin James with his first sack. Nwosu with a sack. Outside of that, things looked all right. Not a lot of play from the defense this week. Of course, Lamar Jackson gave us a lot of trouble on the ground this week. Man, dudes. Oh, I'm gutted. The Chargers at this point going to go into the season 2-4 this Sunday. Okay, we're bypassing the bye week. And we're going to go straight to week 8 for the Chargers versus New England Patriots this Sunday. Man, I'm gutted. What a way to lose the game. Yeah, it does feel a little bit more like real-life football, doesn't it, for the Chargers? Take care, Eddie. Got to go back to work after work and catch church. Yeah, man. GG's. Do you need a prayer? Yes, please. I'll always take a prayer any day of the week, man. Thank you so much. Be fair, they made the Ravens take the delay of game when they throw 3 incompletions. Yeah. Bad clock management. But hey, you know, the Chargers got really, really close to closing a 9-31 point deficit. Was absolutely insane. So, guys, as a reminder, last reminder, I am setting up the brand new giveaway. Members, stay frosty. If you're a member of this channel, stay frosty. I'm going to be posting a poll here probably within the next 24 hours asking which item you guys want. Do you want the Joey Bosa ball? Or do you want the number 85 signed Antonio Gates jersey? Just as like a quick experiment, if you're a member in the channel, type which item that you want, the number 85 or 97, just to kind of see. The poll is going to ultimately determine it, but I want to see what the members are thinking right now. Of course, if the members decide to choose the jersey, the ball will be up for grabs, and vice versa to the subscribers. Subscribers don't need to be a member to have a chance at winning. Of course, the members have a higher chance of winning their item because there's fewer members than there are subscribers. Either way, everyone's going to have a chance at winning something awesome. This giveaway is going to be very, very cool, guys. I'm excited. It's going to get all set up. If you're a subscriber, just wait. There's going to be a link made very shortly for you guys to enter. That way, you also have to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. If you're a member, all you got to do is be a member and then hope that your name gets drawn. But after this giveaway, guys, there's another giveaway coming very close to kickoff. And I got to tell you, it's going to be the best giveaway on this channel ever. It's incredible. I have the items in-house right now, but I'm holding off on revealing them until a little closer to kickoff to really rev up the Chargers hype going into the season. Guys, I promise you, these next 2 items, I've already determined which one goes to the members and which one goes to the subs. These next 2 items are absolutely insane. I actually cannot believe they're in my house right now. It's kind of insane. So the members, Gooch wants the jersey. None of the other members chimed in, but we'll ultimately see when the poll is completed, and we'll give you guys a heads up there. Mouse God says, was fun, heartbreaking. We'll surely skip the next Madden. Yeah, 2K is going to be exciting. I would say too, again, if you're into the Madden the whole Madden thing, or maybe you've been waiting for a while, this Madden kind of seems like the one to come back in because they are innovating a little bit. The franchise looks a lot different. I've played it. I played the new Madden, and it's actually pretty fun. There's a lot of things that need to be worked out, but I like the changes that they're starting to implement. It does make it feel a little more fresh. But hey, you got to get ready. That new competition at 2K is coming up soon. I have to imagine that's why we're seeing these changes coming up in this particular Madden. Anyway, man, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been the Director. Hit us up with a like and sub on your way out if you did enjoy this content. We'll be seeing you guys next time, and as always, bolt up and stay frosty. Get those Kiwi emotes ready. We're gonna run the commercial one more time. Much love, guys. We'll see you on Sunday, where the Chargers will be taking on the New England Patriots. Summer is coming. Are you ready to unveil your beach bod? Well, you're in luck. Our friends at Manscaped have just launched their 4th generation performance package, which includes the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard right, 4.0. You guys remember back in the day we did that ad where we shaved the kiwi? There it is. Oh God, wait, don't do that. I guarantee this cannot end well. Oh God, no. This is my nightmare. Ah! Oh my God, what are we doing? Let's catch a replay. Yeah, gruesome. That's the worst kind of penalty there is. No, Kiwi down. You hate to see it. All right, round 2. So far, so good. See, it looks like Director likes it. Oh, Mrs. Director likes it too. Well, there's a plus. Well, that razor got even better. Compliment your summer bod with a trim from the leaders in male grooming. The sun is shining and calling your name, fellas. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get ready for hot guy summer by going in at manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with code KIWI. This would make an awesome gift. Birthdays, Father's Day, who cares? Or even to yourself, man. Treat yourself a little bit. Get 20% off plus free shipping when you use code KIWI at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with code KIWI at manscaped.com. Escape the shrubs and weeds of the summer and shine with Manscaped. Stay frosty and head over to EasyMutt.com for the cheapest mutt coins on the market. And when I say cheapest, I mean it. We're talking 1 million coins for around $40. Use code DIRECTOR for 5% off.